Tadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Hare Rama,
Yadavaya Namaha
Ravana Govinda,
Srimad Sudana
Ram,
Angum Langayate Girim
Yashidasavan Bande,
Shri Gurum Dinatarinam
Paramananda Bhagavan,
Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram
Hare Om Tat
Hari Om Tatsat. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I think after a long pause, we are starting back with Chaitanya Shikshamrita reading. So I think we are on the sixth shower, aren't we? Seventh shower, uh, first stream, entitled "Who's Qualified for Mellow Rasa?" This is the subtitle. Only those persons who have awakened love, have attained vairagya, detachment from worldly matters, are qualified for rasa. If those who have not yet achieved pure rati bhava and material detachment try to assess rasa in vain, then they'll engage in improper behavior in the practice of rasa. The bhava that naturally arises in those who have awakened love, that is that itself is rasa. The analysis of rasa is merely explaining what bhavas are present and how they are combined in that rasa. Rasa is not a limb of sadhana practice. Therefore, if someone says, "Come on, I'll teach you the sadhana practice of rasa," then it's merely cunningness or ignorance on their part.
the some uh, common people that say, I know something your guru hasn't told you.
So there are some cunning people who would say, "I know something that your guru hasn't told you." Yeah.
What is that?
I know something that your guru hasn't told you.
I know that those are the words uh, to attract your mind.
So we know that those are the words to attract your mind.
And one Brahmachari saw a, uh, a sannyasi sitting around standing in a corner.
So one brahmachari saw a sannyasi swinging his arms standing in the corner.
He was waving his arms.
He was waving his arms.
The Brahmachari asked him, what are you doing?
The brahmachari asked him, "What are you doing?" Shh,
It's secret.
this is secret.
But, the Brahmachari, he didn't stop inquiring.
But the brahmachari, he didn't stop inquiring.
Inquiring. Inquiring.
Inquiring. Yeah, that's right.
And so finally he said, say, son, Babaji told me that he would tell me something
So finally he said, the Babaji, one Babaji, he told me that he would tell me something
that I didn't know,
that I didn't know,
that my guru didn't teach me.
that my guru didn't teach me.
So he taught the practice of the rasa of the peacock.
He told the practice of the rasa of a peacock.
Uh, most of the Western devotees or non-Indian devotees. They get some peacock, cow,
So most of the Western devotees, non-Indian devotees, they get the body of a peacock or cow.
they get a Santa Rosa.
They are kind of Santarasa.
So this kind of rasa is taught, but it's actually not something that's taught.
So this kind of rasa, when it is taught, but actually it's not something which is being taught.
It's something that you naturally learn.
That's something that you naturally learn.
And so when someone tells you they're just being cunning,
So if someone tells you, what was the last part, Gurmaj?
they're just being cunning,
Oh, they're just being honey.
or ignorance on their part,
What's that, Gurmaj?
or ignorance.
All ignorance on their part.
I was with Senior Vaishnava, 99 years old, and
I was with a senior Vaishnava who was 99 years old, and
he wanted to tell me something that my guru had never told me.
he wanted to tell me something that my guru has never told me.
I told him my train is coming. Uh,
I told him that my train is leaving.
so people like this, a lot of communists, try to teach you the practice of rasa.
So there are people like this who are out of their cunningness. They try to teach you the practice of rasa,
And uh, one has to be very careful.
and one has to be very careful. Prabhu, wipe his mouth. One has to be very careful. I have to take this out.
This rasa is not something that you learn.
This rasa is not something that you learn.
It's something that manifests.
It's something that manifests.
This is a Abba Sampradaya.
This is Apasampradaya. स्त्रीणां स्त्रीसङ्गिनां सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा दुरतात्मवान् क्षेमे विविक्तहासिनः चिन्तयेन् माम् अपान्द्रितः. Being conscious of eternal self, one should give up association.
Now,
Okay. Being conscious of the eternal self, one should give up association with women and those intimately associated with women. Sitting fearlessly in a solitary place, one should concentrate the mind on me with great attention. Quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 11:14-29.
uh,
मात्र स्वस्य दुहित्रा वा निवीक्षातनो भवेत् बलवान् इन्द्रियग्रामो विद्वांसम् apikarshati. One should not allow oneself to sit on the same seat, even with one's own mother, sister, or daughter, for the senses are so strong that even though one is very advanced in knowledge, he may be attracted by sex. Srimad Bhagavatam 9:19-17. Satyam Saucham Daya Maunam Buddhi Shri Hiriyashah Kshama Shamo Damo Bhagascheti Yat Sangat Yati Sanshayam Tesh Asanteshu Mudeshu Kanditatmashu asadusu sangam na kurya chocheshu yoshit krida mrigeshu cha. He becomes devoid of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, spiritual intelligence, shyness, austerity, fame, forgiveness, control of the mind, control of the senses, fortune, and all such opportunities. One should not associate with a coarse fool who is bereft of knowledge of self realization and who is no more than a dancing dog in the hands of a woman. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:31-33 to 34.
Uh,
8 o'clock we'll finish. Five bhavas. In the concept of rasa, the following five distinct bhavas are observed: sthayi bhava, permanent ecstasy; vibhava, special ecstasy; anubhava, subordinate ecstasy; satvika bhava, natural ecstasy; sanchari or vyabhachari bhava, transitory ecstasy. Sthayi bhava is the root of rasa. Vibhava is the cause of rasa. Anubhava is the effect of rasa. Satvika bhava is a special effect of rasa. Sanchari or Vyabhachari bhavas are the assistants of rasa. Vibhava, Anubhava, Satvika bhava, and Vyabhachari bhava bring Satvika bhava into a relishable state and give it a state of rasa. As mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.1.4 to 5, this rati for Krishna is called Sthayi Bhav, becomes Bhakti Ras when made relishable in the hearts of devotees by Vibhavas, Anubhavas, Satvika Bhavas, and Vyabhachari Bhavas through activities such as hearing. So Srila Prabhupada's translation of this verse from the Nectar of Devotion: without relishing some sort of mellow or loving mood in one's activities, no one can continue to perform such activities. Similarly, in the transcendental life of Krishna consciousness and devotional service, there must be some mellow or specific taste from the service. Generally, this mellow is experienced by chanting, hearing, worshipping in the temple, and being engaged in the service of the Lord. By means of Vibhava, Anubhava, Satvika Bhava, and Vyabhachari, hearing and chanting are activated, and the devotee is able to taste love for Krishna. Then attachment for Krishna and permanent ecstasy, sthayi bhav, becomes the mellow of devotional service, bhakti rasa.
uh,
Rasa, oh, as Guru has mentioned, is the subject of
so,
experience.
So, one is having some uh, transcendental emotion for Krishna,
One is having some transcendental emotions for Krishna,
and then that becomes the bhakti rasa or the main mellow.
then that becomes the bhakti rasa or the main mellow.
So, so the main rasa or Krishna, the Sthaivara, becomes the mellow of devotional service.
So the main rasa for Krishna, the sthai bhava, becomes the mellow of devotional service.
And so, if ladies are so a devotee, he is he or she is realizing the a particular mellow,
A devotee, he or she would realize a particular mellow
maybe a loving mood
im-
of Krishna.
imbued with loving mood for Krishna.
So this way, they're tasting love of Krishna.
So in this way, they're tasting love for Krishna. Love for Krishna.
So normally, people in the material world that are thinking about women.
So normally, people in the material world, we are thinking about women.
But actually, the whole process of Krishna consciousness is we think about Krishna.
But actually, the whole process of Krishna consciousness is to think about Krishna.
And so we the permanent ecstasy we have becomes the mellow of devotional service.
So the permanent ecstasy we have becomes the mellow of devotional service.
And if one is able to taste this mellow, uh, Sthaivara, then that becomes the mellow of devotional service of Bhakti Rasa.
So if one is able to taste the relish the sthai bhava, then that becomes the mellow of their bhakti rasa.
So Rasa is the subject of an experience.
So rasa is the subject of experience. I will finish with this. Rasa is the subject of experience. In a detailed context, These matters would be understood well, but until the sadhaka practitioner experiences rasa, this subject cannot be understood. Rasa is not a subject to to be merely known. It is a subject to be experienced by tasting. Inquiry and collection are the two primary aspects of knowledge. But until there uh, but until these are complete, the ultimate aspect of knowledge, experience of taste is not attained. Note, as mentioned in the Tattva Sutra, what we generally call knowledge might be inquiry or collection. It is not experience of taste. The rasa is not manifest without the experience of taste.
So one needs to taste the mellow, the rasa with Krishna.
So one needs to taste the mellow, the rasa with Krishna.
The rasa is not manifest without the experience of taste.
The rasa is not manifest without the experience of taste.
So it's not that rasa is just some kind of topic.
It's not that rasa exists in some kind of a topic.
It's inquiry.
It's an
Rasa is not manifest without the experience of taste.
it's an inquiry. Rasa is not manifest without the taste. Guru Maharaj is blessing all of you.
Blessing all of you.
Tomorrow.
And see here.
Yeah, she's here. Gorangi, please come forward. Yeah.
So what's the Vaishak on challenge?
So what's the Vaishak month challenge? Come in quickly.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. So Guru Maharaj, for the Vaishak month challenge, every day we're doing a different service. Like today we're writing a letter to Krishna. One day we'll sing kirtan. One day we'll dance like how you were recommending. And we have 800 participants. And today we had our first Zoom Sangha with like 150 children and youth. So we'll have twice a week online Sanghas on Zoom. And we have a sadhana tracker as well every day to inspire everyone to chant certain number of rounds.
What's the last thing you said?
that the main part of the challenge is to commit to a number of rounds of japa to do every single day for 1 month. Since Guru Maharaj, you said that the main activity of Vaishak month is to chant.
Did you hear that, Shri Guru Maharaj? You say the main activity of Vaishak month is to chant. So the whole mood of this challenge is to chant and keep track how much we chant, increase our sadhana and chanting.
Yes. So,
How many are taking out the challenge?
How many are taking out?
we have 800 so far.
800 so far. Today attended in Zoom 150. Can speak louder, but not here. But
How many here are taking out?
how many here are taking up? Please repeat. How many here are taking up?
How many here are taking up the Vaishak month challenge? Guru Maharaj is asking. This challenge is inspired and envisioned by Guru Maharaj. So everybody please join. It'll be very pleasing to Guru Maharaj.
See, there's 3 months, which are very special.
You see, there are 3 months which are very special.
And the Kartik month
The Kartik month,
is special.
it's special.
Vaishak month is special.
The Vaishak month, it's special.
Magh Mas is special.
Magh Mas is special.
The month they have the Kumbh Mela
The month they have the Kumbh Mela
is the Magh Mas.
is the Magh Mas.
And so the Vaishak month is the first month of the Vaishnava year.
So the Vaishak month is the first month of the Vaishnava year.
And so there, one is credited for whatever sadhana bhakti you do.
So we'll get accredited for whatever sadhana bhakti we do.
So
Credited. What's that, Guru Maharaj?
this Vaishak month, you get 100 times the credit for any spiritual activity done.
So in the Vaishak month, you get 100 times the credit for any spiritual activity that you do. 100. Yeah.
And so the Kartik month, they offer lamps to the deity,
In the Kartik month, you offer lamps to the deities
other things.
and other things.
And we have it like Kumbh Mela is in Malmas.
So Kumbh Mela is in the Magh Mas,
And then once every 3 years, you have Purushottam.
and then once every 3 years you have Purushottam month.
So I thank you all.
So I thank you all.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Srimad Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj ki, Shri Shri Radha, Shri Shri Radha Madhava Sakivrinda Mayapur Chandra ki, Giriraj Maharaj ki, Panchatattva ki, Nrsingadev ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.